to have you here with us. Hey, we want to say a huge thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here from Aces Field this Friday night. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Also, I don't know if they are watching us again at the Huber Opera House in downtown Hicksville on this Friday night for the live stream, but if you are, thanks for tuning by. Thanks for being out at the Huber and supporting them. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great time tonight. Wrapping up this week, and then it's going to be kind of a busy week next week. Got a few more live streams and some other events we're going to be covering. And again, we hope to be on the road for the first time for football action 1 week from tonight from over in Pilot Country down at the hangar for the Aces against Ayersville.
Everyone, thank you for attending tonight's contest. Fans from both schools, please.
Here come the Raiders.
Are required to follow state requirements
as they charge onto the field,
as well as the safety of others. Please be sure you are wearing a face covering at all times. Make sure you and your family maintain social distancing of at least 6 feet from others. Do not gather before, during, or after the contest. And be sure to follow all safety markings for entering and leaving this venue. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and thank you for your continued support of athletics. One of these requirements is that spectators leave the venue as quickly as possible once the contest is finished.
And once again, as they will do several times throughout the evening, the stadium announcer running down all of the rules and requirements under the current coronavirus guidelines that everybody needs to follow to make sure that we're able to play a full season. We do want to make sure we get that in. Our officials breaking their huddle and spreading out across the field, and we're going to be ready to get things started here in about half a minute. I'm not able to tell you who's kicking off and who's receiving because they were doing all of that while they were doing the homecoming festivities and the senior night festivities that we were live streaming for you. So it looks like the Raiders are dropping back to receive. So I'm going to guess that the Aces will be kicking off to Wayne Trace to start this game. And we're also going to let you know, too, that we've been told we have a roster for the Raiders, and we've been informed that it may be somewhat out of date, so there might be some discrepancies. So if I do say a wrong name or a wrong number, and you catch that either as part of the live stream or if you're watching this later on when it's been posted on Hicksville and on YouTube on its edited form or on channel 12, I apologize. We're going to do the best we can. Kick caught at about the 35-yard line and advanced up to the 48-49. That's number 2, Jared Pierce for the Raiders. And good field position for Wayne Trace to get things started for tonight's contest. So they're going to start 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line, 51 yards away from pay dirt. Raiders quarterback working out of the shotgun and a false start. That'll back him up. Actually, the Aces jumped. So the Aces jump into the neutral zone, and that'll make it 1st and 5. Their Wayne Trace quarterback, number 19, Trevor Spees. He's a 6-foot senior. I believe the coach's son, too, Mike Spees, head coach for the Raiders. Takes the snap, keeps it himself. Spies scoots forward for a couple of yards. It'll make it second and about 3.
Gain of 2 on the play.
And again, if you have not seen any of our previous live streams, if this is the first high school football game you are watching this season, there are going to be some differences you will notice, one of which is that the officials do not touch the ball. Spies takes the snap, going to hang on to it himself again. Stiff arm, first down yardage. Spies down across the 20, the 35, near the 30. Spies gets it down to the 32-yard line before his knee touches. That'll be first and 10 for the Raiders. And again, as you'll see, the officials have a little piece of pink plastic they put on the field, and that's where the center places the ball to start the next series. Spies takes the snap, dropping back, looking downfield. Airs it out for the first time tonight. It's caught. No, they're going to say bobbled and incomplete. Owen Mans, number 32, almost made the grab, but he was juggling it as he went to the turf. Incomplete. That'll bring up second and 10 for the Raiders. Snap to Spies, rolling out, looking downfield. He's going to tuck it on and hang on to it himself. Spies heading for daylight on the far side of the field. Cuts upfield, dives towards the first down marker. He's going to be brought down a little bit short, I think. Nope, they're going to give it to him. Good awareness from Spies. Again, Trevor dropped back and was looking to throw downfield. Nothing there, so he tucked it under and took off. Picks up the first down and gets down to the Aces' 22-yard line. Spies working out of the shotgun again. 2 wide receivers out on the near side towards us. 1 on the far side on the other side of the field. High snap, quick handoff inside. And powering down the field.
Number 15, Kyle
that was Kyle Slade, number 15. Slade finally got dragged down at the 8-yard line. That'll make it first and goal for the Raiders. So Wayne Trace wasted no time moving it right down the field. First and goal with just under 10 minutes to go in the game. Spies hands onto it himself. He's going to get maybe a yard or so before he's corralled and brought down. Second and goal for the Raiders. They'll give him a yard on the carry. Make it second and goal from the 7-yard line. Again, Slade the split back beside Spies. Slade's going to get it again. He's going to power forward, and I think he broke the plane. He did. Kyle Slade takes it in for 7 yards out, and it's 6-0 Wayne Trace with 9:17 to go in quarter number 1. So the Raiders strike first, and then we'll see if they're going to kick the extra point or try to run it in for 2. It looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Spies all alone in the backfield. There's the snap. Spies looking around. Not seeing anybody yet. He's got to scramble now. He's being pursued. And he finds an open man. And the 2-point conversion is a success. That was Cameron Cox making the grab in the end zone. Number 12. Spies was he had way too much time in the backfield. He was just taking his time, looking around, waiting for somebody to come open. And I think that Cox looked to be about his second or third choice. Finally worked himself loose and was able to make an easy catch. So the Aces not getting enough pressure on the quarterback that time to prevent the two-point conversion. And it's 8-0 Raiders now, 9:17 to go. Aces, as you probably have noticed too, wearing the all-black jerseys tonight, which has become kind of a tradition for their last home game. And they're going to get ready to get the ball and go on offense for the first time here tonight. Raiders will break huddle. Spies is also the kicker. He tees it up. And we'll see what the Raiders have up their sleeve here for the kickoff. They're going to put their leg into it, if they're going to squib it. We'll find out. A low hopper off the chest of the Aces receiver, one of their up men. And he did what he needed to do, and that was Brody Balzer, number 13. It bounced off of him. Oh, if I take that back, that was number 18, Rylan Bassett had it bounce off of his chest and wisely dove on it right away. Not bad field position for the Aces, as they'll have it on their 35-yard line. 1st and 10 with 9:13 to go, trailing by 8. Landon Turnbull, this year's homecoming king, puts the ball in the air and caught, but I think it was out of bounds. It's a nice grab by Jackson Bergman, but I think he was just a step out of bounds when he hauled it in.
Out of bounds, number 25, Joel Reinhardt on the coverage. Going to make it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Aces. High snap, handoff, and rumbling out to the 40-yard line. Aces will pick up about 5. That'll be Wortman picking up the 5 yards. Make it 3rd and 5. Turnbull hanging on to it himself this time. First down yardage. Landon making sure he got that first down. He was sticking that football out a couple feet in front of him. And he'll get it across the 45-yard line to the 47. They'll move the chains. It'll be Aces ball, 1st and 10.
Game was good enough for Aces.
Snap and another handoff. Around the corner. Wortman again with a strong carry. He gets across midfield. And they're going to take him down at about the 48-yard line, as the Aces get the ball into Wayne Trace territory for the first time here tonight. Turnbull needs to run. Turnbull manages to get some positive yardage out to near the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 46. Well, that'll be a pickup of a couple to make it 3rd and about 3.
Going to make it 3rd and 3.
So 3rd and 3 for the Aces at the Raiders' 46-yard line. Turnbull setting in the shotgun.
We want a touchdown right now. We want a touchdown.
Handoff. Nice run. First down yardage as one of the officials hits the turf.
Is that extra point?
That
was Cole Wortman making the first down and putting one of the officials on the turf. We should make mention, too, Wortman tonight is not wearing his normal number. He is wearing number 10, honoring Noah Carrickson tonight, as is another one of the Aces traditions on their last home game of the series. Noah, of course, wore number 10. And it's one of the big honors for the Aces to be able to wear that number in the final home game.
Gain of 5, gonna make it 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after Wortman's carry. Cole normally wearing number 24, but number 10 tonight. Turnbull gets the snap. Turnbull hangs on to it himself. Turnbull, little misdirection, and he gets some positive yardage. Not enough for the first down, but he'll pick up a few more.
Gonna make it 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 now for the Aces. 6:25 and rolling here in quarter number 1. Hicksville down 8-0. Turnbull needs to pick up 3 here to get a fresh set of downs. Dropping back to pass. Nothing doing. Finally gets the ball away and knocked away at the last minute. I think that's... Is that Hoopman? Yep. Hoopman dropping the pass. He's going to get knocked away. That'll bring up 4th down. Ace is going to go for it here deep in Raiders territory at the Wayne Trace 28-yard line. They need to pick up 3. Turnbull finally takes the snap. Puts the ball in the air. It's caught.
Nice.
Bergman makes the grab and takes it down to the 20-yard line. And that'll move the chains and keep the offensive series alive for the Aces. So we reached the halfway point of quarter number 1. All right, 1st and 10, 20-yard line. Aces look to take it into the red zone.
Number 10.
Wortman with another carry,
Wortman, the ball carrier.
and he'll get a couple.
Make
it 2nd and 8.
We're brought down by number 61, Joseph Munker.
So that puts the Aces into the red zone,
We'll make it 2nd
18
and 8.
yards away from evening this game up. Turnbull with the snap, dropping back, looking downfield, quick shot, caught. Going to be brought down on the far side of the field. Couldn't see who made the grab. But that's going to bring up... It was number 4, Straub, Cam Straub, making the grab. Another one of the seniors recognized tonight. 3rd and 2 now after the Straub completion. Turnbull hanging on to it himself, powering it forward, seeing if he can pick up the first down. I think he has.
Landon Turnbull, quarterback keeper, carries inside the 10, brought down by number 76.
So Turnbull gets it down to near the 8-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal, Aces. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in our quarter, opening quarter number 1. Aces with a 1st and goal on the Raiders' 8-yard line. Turnbull gets him to go. Finally, the hard snap that they've been working on all season does it this time, and they get the neutral zone infraction, and they'll pick up 5 yards the easy way. Actually, it'll be half the distance to the goal line, so that'll move it down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. 5 yards out. Turnbull quick hitter and immediately dropped, and that I think is going to be actually about a yard loss.
Turnbull's pass is complete. Number 5, Jackson Bergman, he's brought down.
It'll be second down goal from about the 6-yard line, I believe. Well, they're saying, oh, they're going to say it's still at the 5-yard line. So they'll give him forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 5. And a stoppage of play. A flag. And that's going to be against the Raiders. And again, a neutral zone infraction. Half the distance to the goal line. That should take it down to about the 3-yard line.
Wow.
So, second and goal from what is actually the 2.5-yard line. Turnbull going to try to take it in himself, and he does. Landon Turnbull from 2.5 yards out into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. First time I've been able to say that in a week and a half. We haven't had the Aces score a touchdown since early in the game against Fairview. Glad I remembered the words, but good job. Turnbull takes it in again from 2.5 yards out. Aces a good offensive series. And looks like they're going to go for 2 to try to even it up at 8 each. Turnbull, he's going to hang on to it himself again.
And he's got it.
He made it. He did. Landon Turnbull, a couple of strong runs into the end zone back to back. And he accounts for all 8 of the Aces' points. We're tied, 8 each. It's the Aces strike back. 3:24 to go in opening quarter. And it's an 8-all game. So it's going to be the Aces' opportunity to kick off to the Raiders. And again, they haven't been doing a lot of kicking off after a score so far this season. Let's hope that that's in the past now, and we're going to be back on our winning ways here. We're going to tee it up and get ready for the kick. Long kick and off the hands of the Wayne Trace receiver. He scoops it back up at the 20-yard line, works his way up the sideline, and they're going to take him out at about the 40-yard line. That return, number 20, Cooper Wenslick. So Wenslick, for a minute there, looked like it might have been a disaster as he dropped the ball and it rolled backwards. But he scoops it up back at the 20-yard line and manages to scoot ahead for another 20 up to the 40-yard line. They're actually going to give him the 41, where the Raiders will set up 1st and 10. Trevor Spees puts a man in motion, takes the snap, looks downfield, launches it. He's got a man wide open all alone, an easy catch. Shakes one defender, trips up, and is brought down. Well, actually, I think he fell down more on his own than being tackled inside the 10-yard line. Gage Tinlin, number 26. What a great catch. He was all alone on the far side of the field, made the catch and took off. It was almost tackled, and you got to give the Aces credit. It was just enough to throw him off balance, and he finally tripped himself up inside the 10. Another carry for the Raiders inside the 5.
Goes into the right side. Number 66, Ian Bradman with the tackle.
That'll take it down to the 5-yard line where it'll be 2nd and goal for the Raiders. 2.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Spies sets him up. High snap, gonna hang on to it himself. He's in trouble, and Spies is gonna get swung under back at about the 10-yard line. Good defenses from the Aces.
Sacked on a play by number 74, Chase Lee.
This time the Aces went after him a little bit and didn't give him enough time to sit back in the pocket and find a receiver. They drop him back at about the 9-yard line is where they're going to officially mark him down, where it'll be 3rd and goal, Raiders. Go under 2 minutes to play in our opening quarter on what has so far been a very enjoyable football game here on Friday night. Spies again being pursued. Spies running for his life. And Spies is again taken down again. Bergman just like laser locked onto Spies and would not let him get away. Followed him scramble for scramble and drops him back at the 15-yard line, where it's going to be 4th and goal for the Raiders. Good looking defense from the Aces these last few plays. Spies now with a 4th and goal from the 15-yard line. Dropping back, looking downfield. Now he's going to scramble a bit. Still looking. He unloads it. And that's going to be out the back of the end zone. Even if it had been caught, it would have been out of the back line. So they'll turn it over on downs. The Aces will take over at their own 15-yard line. They got a long way to go to get back to the end zone on the other side of the field, but give them credit. A great defensive stand for the Aces as they hold the Raiders out of the end zone. And they'll take over on downs with 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here we go, Aces deep in their own territory. And a flag. You delay a game.
They don't need that after a nice defense.
So the Aces run out of time.
Against the Aces.
Dang.
And that'll back them up 5. Maybe should have skipped the fake hard count this time around. But be that as it may, 1st and 15 now, back at the 10-yard line. Turnbull with the snap. Launching it. Bergman open. Not able to make the grab.
Turnbull's pass intended for Bergman. Covered on the play by number 25.
Some of the Aces faithful kind of hoping maybe to have a flag thrown on that play.
Olmeyer's calling him.
Make it 2nd and 15.
Powering forward. Turnbull hangs onto it himself. He'll get a little positive yardage out of it. 3rd now at about 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8. Going to bring the first quarter to a close and score. Hicksville and Wayne Trace.
So that's going to wrap up quarter number one. Time expires, and we've reached the end of the first 12 minutes of play. And at the end of the first quarter, it is the Aces and the Raiders tied at 8 points each. We'll get ready to switch ends of the field and get the second quarter underway, but this is going to give me a little time, as we always do between quarters, to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage of Aces football possible here on Hicksville Community Television. They are, of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and, of course, online at jimschmidtauto.com. I'd like to remind you that if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand spanking new, pre-owned, car, truck, van, SUV, doesn't matter, check out the great selection they have. Either go by the lots in person, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online at jimschmidtauto.com. And remember, if you don't see what it is you're exactly looking for, let the folks at Jim Schmidt know. They always do their very best to make sure that you get exactly the vehicle that you want. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces sports broadcasts, including football. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Turnbull airing it out, man, all wide open. It's caught. It's going to be a foot race all the way down, diving no into the end zone. No flags on the field. That's 6 for the Aces. That's Tyler Baird. Wow. Baird goes pretty much the length of the football field, almost 90 yards into the end zone to put the Aces on top 14-8. Aces line up to go for 2 again. Turnbull throws it, knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. So the 2-point conversion will be unsuccessful. The score remains 14-8 Aces with 11:48 to go in our second quarter. So a brief stoppage as we get ready to kick the ball off to the Raiders once again. And for the first time since week number 1, the Aces have the lead in a football game. Kind of nice. A lot of golf carts here tonight. I just noticed down at the one end of the field there's a whole bunch of golf carts that have been parked. Maybe people are golf carting their way to the stadium tonight. Raiders are going to hit the field, getting ready to receive the kick.
Back deep to receive for the Raiders. Number 13, Tucker Anto. Number 30, Cal Winans, and number 15, Kyle Slade.
Put their foot into it. The ball hits. It's scooped up at about the 20-yard line. That's number 30 for the Raiders, it looks like. That's Cale Winans. Or no, to be number 33? No, number 30, Cale Winans.
We have a flag on the field.
Flag on the field, so we'll wait and see what the officials have to say about that. It's going to be I couldn't tell if that's a hold or a block in the back. It'll be against the Raiders, so they'll back him up. The official, his motions was sort of halfway between a holding and a block in the back, but anyhow, they're going to say holding. That'll move it back to the 23-yard line, 1st and 10, Wayne Trace. Spies airing it out. Almost intercepted. Oh. So, Ridgeway nearly got the INT for the Aces, but most importantly knocks it to the turf to make it 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Trevor Spies working out of the shotgun again. Spies hangs on to it himself, working his way through traffic, not much. I think Spies might have gotten a yard on the carry. They're going to say 3rd and 9. Spies dropping back to throw again. Looking downfield, lots of time.
Whoa.
Nothing there. Sets, throws, and overthrows his intended receiver, Cameron Cox. Again, Spies sometimes getting a lot of time in the backfield, but credit the Aces. They've been doing a good job with the coverage down the field. So even with the extra time, he hasn't been able to dial in on an open receiver. 4th down now, and for the first time tonight, the Raiders dropping back to punt.
Back to punt, be number 32.
Kicker.
Owen Mans.
That's Owen Mans, number 32, doing the punting.
Number 7, Landon Turnbull.
Turnbull Balzer back deep for the Aces. And it'll come down and caught by Balzer, who will hand it to Turnbull. Turnbull, a flag gets thrown. Turnbull, nice. Up on the sideline. Turnbull. Whoa. Now inside the 5, but it may be for naught.
Brought down by number 12, Cameron Cox.
If it stands, Turnbull will have the ball down inside the 5-yard line, but the flag thrown back at about the Aces' 49-yard line. And that's going to be against Hicksville, as the Hicksville coaching staff is already indicating to the guys, come on back, come on back. That's going to be against the Aces.
1 in 3 adults
Looks like a
have
hold.
prediabetes. Take the risk test. That do
Or that could be a block in the back. That happens on run backs too.
It looked like a hold.
But I'm thinking it was a hold on the far side of the field. That'll back up Hicksville to about their own 39-yard line, it looks like. 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces.
The Aces start this drive 1st and 10 at their own 38.
Turnbull, quick handoff. Not much there, and that'll be a loss of a couple.
Paul Wortman, the ball carrier.
Wortman got the handoff, and I think he's going to lose about a yard. They're going to say he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, we'll take it. 2nd and 10, Hicksville. Turnbull, quick dump over the middle, and I don't know whether Hoopman didn't see it or didn't know that he was supposed to catch it, but it shoots right by Boston Hoopman and hits the turf. And lucky for the Aces that there wasn't a Raider able to snatch that ball out. So 3rd and 10 now for Hicksville. Turnbull airing it out. He's got a man open and just out of the reach.
Turnbull's pass intended for
That was number 13, Brody Balzer. And it was just about 4 or 5 feet too far away for him to be able to grab it and haul it in. Even if he had caught it, he would have been a couple of steps out of bounds. So 4th down now, and the Aces bring out the punting team. Long snap. Ball's away. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be caught out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So the Aces have to punt it away for the first time tonight. 9:44 to go here in our opening half. Hicksville with a 14-8 lead over the Wayne Trace Raiders, but the Raiders with the ball and pretty good field position on their own 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders on their own 37.
1st and 10, around 37.
Snap, Spieth dropping back, looking downfield. Again, lots of time, launches it, and I don't.
Nope.
So that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Mans. 2nd and 10 for Wayne Trace now. Spieth hanging on to it himself this time, and he just takes off running straight up the pipe. Spieth will get out to about the 43-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and about 4, as he picks up about 6 on the carry.
We'll make it 3rd and 4.
Spieth again, launching it, and a quick catch, and that'll be good for a 1st down. That's number 15, Kyle Slade, making the grab. Slade will move the chains and get the ball into Aces territory. 1st and 10 from the Hicksville 49. Spieth, another quick handoff. And again, carried by Kyle Slade. Slade will pick up about 4 and get it down to the 45-yard line to make it 2nd and 6.
Brought down by number 11, Tyler Baird, going to make it 2nd and 6.
So the Raiders with a 2nd and 6. Slade gets the... Spieth airs it out. Oh. And nearly picked off by the Aces. Again, his intended receiver, number 12, Cameron Cox.
Wow.
But credit Hicksville breaking the play up.
For number 12, Cameron Cox. Broke up on the play by number 13, Brody Balzer.
So Balzer getting in there and breaking up that pass play. Trevor Spieth now looking at a 3rd and 6. Long count. Here's the snap. Spieth hanging on to it himself, and they're going to stop him short. Spieth is going to be dropped a couple of yards shy of the marker. So that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 3 for the Raiders. 7:50 and the clock rolling.
They make it 4th and 3.
We'll see what Wayne Trace there. They're not showing any signs of punting this one away. They're going for it on 4th and 3. Trevor Spieth in the shotgun. Spieth gets the snap, drops back, looks downfield. Spieth airs it out, man open. It's going to be a trap. Oh, they're going to give it to him. I thought that it was going to be a trap rather than a catch, but they say he got his hands underneath it. So they'll give him the catch and they'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 Raiders. They advance the ball to the Aces 39-yard line. Spees, quick handoff. And a strong run. That's number 2, Jared Pierce. Pierce pounds it down to about the let's see where they're going to mark him at about the 26-yard line. 2nd and 1. Spees again, dropping back, launching it, caught.
Whoa.
Nice catch, and into the end zone, number 4, Gabe Sutton. Sutton makes the grab. He was all alone and had nothing in front of him but open field, and he heads straight into the end zone and ties the game at 14 with 6:34 left to go in the half. And the extra point conversion pending. Raiders again lining up. Looks like they're going for 2. Slade the back beside Spees in the backfield. Spees drops back, looks around. Again, plenty of time. He sees a man in the corner. Caught. They just give him way too much time and let his receivers run around in the end zone. One of them finally works open and makes the grab, and that makes it 16-14 Raiders. Again, 6:34 to go here in quarter number 2. As we'll get ready to kick it back off to the Aces. Again, halftime in this year of the coronavirus, only 10 minutes rather than the usual 20. The visiting team does not bring their band with them, so it'll just be the Aces Pride performing at halftime. We're going to keep the live stream going, and we'll bring you the halftime show on this senior night. Aces will come out onto the field first. Raiders will break huddle. And we'll see how the Aces do here. Get the ball back. They've got plenty of time. See if they can retake the lead before we break for halftime.
Picking off the Raiders will be number 19, Trevor Spees. Back to receive for the Aces will be number 5, Jackson Bergman. The 7, Landon Turnbull.
Again, Spees does the kicking for the Raiders as well as the quarterbacking. Low liner takes a hop, scooped up by Bergman. Bergman straight ahead. And he takes it across the 30. That's where the Aces will set up shop, 1st and 10.
Returns up to about the 32. Brought down to number 13.
They're going to give him an official marking on the 32-yard line where it'll be Aces ball, 1st and 10. Turnbull gets his offense set. Here we go. Quick snap, handoff up the inside. And a nice run. He breaks through. This could be trouble. It's going to be another foot race. On the far sideline, they're going to corral him and bring him down about the 20-yard line. Workman. And a flag on the field. So it may all be for nothing.
I have no idea.
Oh, it's going to be against the Raiders.
Sideline warning against the Raiders.
And that's a sideline warning against the Raiders. So the play will stand. And the Aces will have the ball 1st and 10 down
Gain
at
of down to the 22
about the 22-yard line.
Good enough for an Aces.
Nice.
So the Aces waste no time getting it down the field. Another quick handoff, but the Raiders are waiting this time. Nothing doing. That'll be a couple yards loss. Bring up 2nd and 12.
Ball carrier brought down by number 70, Landon Whitman.
Well, we go past the halfway point of our second quarter. 5 minutes, 45 seconds and counting before we take a break for halftime. And everything seems to be paused on the field for a moment. Clock continues to roll. We'll see if they're going to move the... Yep. Coach Smith had them take the play clock all the way down to 1 second and then called timeout, the first Aces timeout of the half.
Timeout, Hicksville.
So Hicksville with a 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 22-yard line wants to talk about it. They're down by 2, 16-14.
During these unusual times, we'd like to thank
And again, the Aces come into this game with a 1-2 record. The Raiders are 2-1. And Hicksville would dearly love to even up both of those records, send the Wayne Trace team home 2-2 and up their record to 2-2.
Interacting with those who are working tonight's event.
So they want to make sure everybody is on the same page and everybody is set and ready to go. Hopefully try to punch one in here. Still a lot of time on the clock too, so that might have something to do with it as well. Want to get the score and take the lead, but then also minimize the amount of time the Raiders will have to see if they can march down the field. So here we go, 2nd and 10. From the 24-yard line. Turnbull down to the 20, maybe the 19.
Turnbull, quarterback keeper, carries down close to the 20.
Let's see where they mark him.
59, Brayson Parrish.
They're going to give him the 20-yard line to make it 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Ace is keeping the ball on the ground, keeping the clock rolling. They're definitely in 4-down territory here. Turnbull rolling out, looking downfield, puts it in the air. Oh, he got it. A fingertip touchdown. Touchdown, Aces.
Whoa. No flag that I can see.
Turnbull's pass complete to number 13,
Bowser. No flags on the field. Bowser hauls it in. Looked like it bounced off of his fingertips, but he stayed with the ball and makes the grab, puts the Aces up 20-16. And they're looks like they're gonna kick the extra. Oh, they're gonna go for 2. And a whistle and a stop. And they're going to have a dead ball foul against the Aces.
Crooksman against the Aces.
So somebody lining up in the neutral zone for the 2-point play.
After touchdown will come from the 8.
That should not happen.
So they'll reset. And the Aces again showing 2-point conversion. A little farther out this time. Turnbull puts it up. And it's caught.
Nice. It is caught.
And he got a foot down.
Yep.
And it rounds. So Bergman uses his height to his advantage. Jackson 6'5", able to stretch up and grab that ball with 1 foot in bounds. to successfully complete the two-point conversion, make it 22-16. The Aces lead now by 6. 4:53 to go in the half. That's a lot of time for the Raiders to work with, and they have shown their ability to march it down the field too. So we may not be done with the scoring for this first half just yet.
That's the second quarter scores. Sonora 28, Hayward 0. Edgerton 28, Ayersville 0. Fairview leads Woodland 41-0.
Jesus.
Giving some score updates, and Tenora and Fairview again with some good outings. Ball bounces, scooped up at the 25-yard line. Still on his feet.
Whoa.
Returned by number 30, Cale Winans. Winans got out to about the 40-yard line. Matter of fact, that's where they're going to mark him, at the 40. It'll be first and 10, Wayne Trace. After that sideline warning against the Wayne Trace Raiders, the Aces are making sure everybody stays back on their side of the line. Quick handoff, straight up, first down yardage and more.
Number 15,
That's Kyle Slade with another good carry as he gets across midfield and into Aces territory. It'll be first and 10 Raiders from the Hicksville 48-yard line. Man in motion for Wayne Trace. Another quick handoff inside. Another strong run. And that'll be taken down to the 40-yard line, pickup of 8.
Number 15, Kyle Slade.
Slade again gets nearly 8 yards on the carry to make it second and 3. So Raiders second and 3, 4 minutes left in the half. Snap. Spies hands on to himself. And he'll get down to the 35-yard line and up for a first down.
For 19, Trevor Spies and the quarterback keeper carries down close to the 36.
So Spies, they're going to say his knee touched at the 36. But that's still going to be enough to move the chains. First and 10 Raiders. Clock continuing to roll. Spies gets the snap. And
Nice.
nothing doing there. Aces are ready for him that time, and they'll drop him for about a yard loss, make it second and 11. Spies gets the snap, drops back. He's in trouble again. He's got to run. They're going to get him again down at the 40. I think Spies might have gotten kind of used to being able to take his time in the backfield. The Aces have brought him down behind the line twice in a row now. That'll bring up third and 14. Spies, a good quarterback. Kid's got an arm on him. And timeout Raiders. 2:21 to go in the first half, and the Raiders call timeout. They need to talk about some things as their quarterback has been dropped for a loss twice in a row. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 14. And they're trailing the Aces by 6, 22-16. And we have just received word that they are reporting that Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has passed away at the age of 87. Which will open up a vacancy on the Supreme Court just a couple months away from the election. Spies. Long count, takes the snap, back, and he's going to be dropped in the end zone again. Another loss back to near the 49-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And the Aces are going to take a timeout here to save as much time on the clock as they can to get the ball back. So Spies dropped for a loss 3 times in a row. And they wind up back at the 49-yard line of the Aces. And that's going to be 4th down and about 21 yards to go. Two minutes, 11 seconds to go. Raiders showing punt. We'll see if they actually go through with it or not. Aces get a man onto the field at the last minute. They kick the ball away. It's going to take a Wayne Trace roll down to about the 15-yard line, where Aces will take over on offense, 1st and 10. Now, 8 o'clock, we've been playing football for about an hour now. Aces with the ball 1st and 10 on their own 14-yard line. Turnbull airing it out. He's got a man. He dove for it, but not able to haul it in. Bergman couldn't quite get to the ball in time. It'll make it 2nd down and 10 with 1:55 to go in the half. Turnbull, bad snap, but he hangs on to it. Landon Turnbull moves ahead and gets out near the 20-yard line. Pickup of about 5 for Turnbull to make it 3rd down and about 5.
Make it 3rd and 5.
Turnbull, long count. There's the high snap. He hangs on to it himself. Turnbull working his way through traffic, and that should be good enough for a 1st down. Landon Turnbull out to about the 27, 28 yard line.
28-yard line. Brought down by number 30, Dale Wyman.
So move the chains. Another first down for the Aces with 1:05 to go in the half. Turnbull, quick hitter, out of bounds. Ball caught by number 11, Kyler Baird.
I think that was just to stop the
Complete
clock.
to number 11, Kyler Baird.
So Baird
Down by number
stops the
11,
clock with
Rice. We have
55
5
seconds. Aces have one timeout remaining. And we got a penalty on the play. We'll back it up.
Eligible man, receiver downfield.
So an eligible receiver downfield will back the ball up. And it'll be 1st and 15 now. Ball moved back to the 23-yard line. Turnbull launches it. Caught by Bergman. Bergman to the 45-yard line. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 Aces. 49 seconds. The clock will start as soon as they get the chain set, and it does. Turnbull drops the ball, and he's going to have to fall on it. Bad snap, and Turnbull turned before he had complete control of the ball. And timeout, Aces. That'll be the last timeout for Hicksville for this first half. 37 seconds left to go. And with the fumbled snap, Turnbull falls on it back at the 38-yard line, which is going to make it 2nd and 18 when play resumes. So the Aces rolling through all 3 of their timeouts in the first half. First time they've done that this season, too, to my knowledge. And they're going to have a 2nd and very long facing them when we get back into action. Hicksville leading 22-16 here in the football game. But they'd like to maybe tack a few more points onto that score before they head into the locker room. 37 seconds to go. So they're going to need to move it down the field. They got a lot of ground to cover. 63 yards away from the end zone. Turnbull launches it, caught, out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Balzer makes the grab and gets out of bounds with 32 seconds. And gets him out to the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10.
That gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10 Aces. Oh, 3rd down. 3rd and 10. The officials correcting everybody. The scoreboard, myself, all of us were a down off. Turnbull takes the snap. Throws it quickly, caught. Bergman makes the grab and gets it to the 35-yard line. And they'll spike it with 23 seconds.
Make it 2nd and 10.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Aces with 23 seconds to go from the Raiders' 35-yard line. Turnbull takes the snap. Turnbull launches it. Caught on the far sideline, out of bounds. Pickup of about 8, it looks like.
Turnbull pass complete to number 11, Kyler Baird.
Baird grabs it on the far
Out
sideline.
of bounds.
Pickup of 7-8 yards.
About the 28. The number 11, Grace Price.
Move it down to the 28-yard line.
W-I-N, Aces, let's win.
Turnbull
W-I-N, Aces, let's win.
rolling out. Turnbull goes
Go for it. Go for it.
He's going forward, getting as much as he can before he steps out of bounds. Turnbull gets him a fresh set of downs and steps out with 10 seconds left in the half,
About the 15-yard line where he's forced out of bounds by number 11.
where it'll be first and
Grace
10 from the 15-yard line. So the Aces making a good showing of the 2-minute drill here, working down the field to try to get back into the end zone before the half. Still 10 seconds to work with. No timeouts left for Hicksville. Turnbull dropping back. Turnbull in some trouble. Gets the ball away. Kind of a wobbly throw into the end zone, incomplete. Takes the clock down to 3 seconds. But that'll give the Aces at least one more crack at it.
That was intended for Bergman, called incomplete.
And the Raiders are going to take timeout. So 3 seconds left, down by 6. The Raiders take a timeout so they can figure out what they want to do defensively to try to keep the Aces out of the end zone. Obviously from 15 yards out with 3 seconds, Hicksville's going to be looking to put the ball in the air and find an open receiver. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Here we go, 3 seconds left. Landon Turnbull in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looks downfield. Tucks it under. He's going to put the ball in the air. It's kind of bobbled, and it winds up on the turf. Incomplete, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So we've played the first 2 quarters of football here at Aces Field on this Friday night. And at halftime, it's the Aces leading the visiting Wayne Trace Raiders 22-16. A big thanks once again to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.